Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big Show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming. Today we're checking out Free Play Level 4, The Pass of Karadas for LEGO Lord of the Rings. So we are going to go ahead and jump in here in just a second. First of all, you're going to want to make sure you've completed all main story missions. This will open up characters you wouldn't otherwise have. You're also going to need Berserker or the Mithril Fireworks to destroy any silver shiny objects. And you will also need Uruk-hai, Shagrat, or the Mithril Boxing Gloves in order to move orange handles. So right off the bat, we start off here as soon as this cutscene ends. And we actually backtrack a little bit and we grab one of the first 5 skeletons that contribute to our first minikit. Now, we are continuing this journey from our previous playthrough on our walkthrough video, which we did grab 2 of the 10 minikits. So we already have 2 of them. So if you find yourself not finding one or something in this and you can't make good on the list provided below in the description box where all 14 of the items are shown you, then go ahead and go to our other video, and you should be able to find it there. All right, so there was item number 2 of the skeletons. I guess I shouldn't call it item. It's the skeleton with the brown hat. Number 2. So we're going to keep on keeping on and make sure that before you go into the little hobbit hole that you climb out on that ledge closest to the screen there in the foreground, and you can see the first pole. So the first 2 minikits are found by taking out multiple objects. 5 of the skeletons with the brown hats and 4 of the poles that spin to win like tetherball. All right, so here we are at the campsite, and as you can see there is another skeleton with a brown hat. We're going to clear everything out and grab all the firewood, put it in its place before we go smack around that skeleton. So we will go ahead and build the object here. Again, we've sped everything up as usual. Anything that's not relevant to our specifics here, we've sped it up. We slow it down. We talk about it. You did see we knocked out that 3rd skeleton there. We're going to take the nice little tight rope up. All right, so here we're going to want to destroy everything. There is a cracked block you're going to need to destroy with Gimli here in a second, but we'll go ahead and sneak around, grab that blue stud, and take out Skeletonia number 4. And then we'll switch on over to Gimli. Destroy this. Yeah, well, we did have a little bit of an issue here where we had our other character selected as Gimli, so we had to go switch to him, switch back, because he can't climb up. Only Legolas can climb up right now unless you have the special boots, which I don't remember what they're called, but I don't have them yet. Then once you build the snowman with the debris that's left behind, you can go ahead and select Legolas and shoot the target, and booyakashow, you will find yourself a minikit. Look at that. I could not make the jump. My elven legs were a little weak, proving that white men, in fact, cannot jump. I should say white elves cannot jump. All right, so we're going to toss Gimli up at the crack, and we're going to slide around, and we found ourselves another flagpole. Are we doing any stripper moves on it? Let's just move along now. All right, so we grabbed our boy. We're going to smash around. We need to climb up top, destroy this, build it, set a fire. Then we're getting close to flagpole number 3, which is pretty easy to miss here. In the midst of the avalanche, you know, it's directing you up the hill. It's real easy to run by that out on the foreground, so make sure that you take the time to grab that. Now here's where the Mithril Fireworks or Berserker come into play. Go ahead and destroy this wall, sneak in there, grab the awesome studdage as well as the minikit. Yeah, whee! I don't know why Berserker throws those over his head, but... And for some reason, I could not throw Gimli with Berserker. That was another weird thing. He's he's strong, but I could not throw Gimli. So we'll switch over. As soon as we throw Gimli, we'll jump across the ravine there and switch to Sam, climb up with our elven rope, pilfer all these awesome studs. Look at our stud count. It's ridiculous. And then we'll go ahead and put on our Mithril Boxing Gloves. Now, keep in mind, you could switch to Shagrat or to Uruk-hai, but we just roll with the Boxing Gloves. You'll see that if you haven't already, whenever we find something that works, we don't generally switch it up and do multiple things. If it works, it works. All right, there's the 5th skeleton. We'll go ahead and take out, collect our minikit, and we'll clear all the debris and smash the rocks with Gimli just so we can switch on over and destroy some more silver objects with Berserker, which, again, the Mithril Fireworks will work as well. Then use Frodo's light to sneak your way in there and find another minikit. Then we're back to the task at hand, which is just completing the story mode. And there's a flag. And now here, too, I want everybody to realize where this purple stud is, there is the blacksmith design. We had got it in our first run through, so you will find the cluster bow design right there. And I apologize we grabbed that for. I think in the future LEGO games, we'll try to make our story mode run-throughs specific to story mode completion and to true adventure or superhero, whatever the stud requirement status is. A lot of people have been, kind of confused by the fact that we have 2 videos. But again, this game is designed to be played more than once per level. So we're just kind of following the direction of the developers. But we'll do our best in the future to kind of consolidate that into one video. Now here, as soon as you get to the area in front of the mines, we're going to want to grab Aragorn, however you say his name, and use his awesome sword to destroy those Morgul bricks just to the left of that jumping spot for the elves. Now, when you get in there, obviously you could see there was a treasure in there, and then you also see a Bill the Pony pop out. We'll take Bill the Pony and we'll ride him out to a mini kit. Then we'll come back to where we just were, and we'll drop it like it's hot. Alright, so we'll follow that stanky hobbit foot trail. So we all know how bad them hobbit feet stank. They're all big and hairy for such a little character. Yeah. Alright, let's just hope they wash their butt cracks too, you know what I'm saying? If them feet are that stanky, you can only imagine. But we did discover that hobbits wash from the bottom down, so... Anyways, once you follow the treasure path and pick that up, you're going to want to start smashing the rocks on the shoreline here. There are 3 rocks total, which end up allowing you to throw 3 rocks out into the water, which there are 3 green bottles. This was one of the mini kits that we got in our first playthrough, so we will not actually pick up the mini kit here. It will give us a nice stud instead. And so we'll destroy that, and that is pretty much... getting to the end of our collectibles. We do have one more thing here that we're going to do. This one's kind of tricky, real easy to miss, but also pretty obvious. We're going to use Legolas to jump up and around as you just saw, and then we're going to switch to Frodo and sneak into this hidden cave here. As soon as we get in, we stud horde out and smash everything in sight, which will end up paying benefit to us later because we find another treasure in here up top by destroying everything. So as you can see, I'll switch to Gimli and smash down, and you can see some fish down in there in the water. So we're going to switch to Mary. You could also switch to any character and grab a fishing pole if you have a fishing pole. And we'll go ahead and get our 3 perfect fishes, pull out a fish, and we will grab it once we switch to Gollum. Now, why do we switch to Gollum? Well, we got to climb this wall over here with the fish. And then we got to switch right back to Sam, start this fire, and as you can see, there's a giant troll encased in ice here. We're going to go ahead and thaw his frozen ass out. He does some flexing. He thinks he's Hulk Hogan or something for a minute there. And then I give him a fish, which makes him puke out a mini kit. And it looks as though he's either exhausted from that or like that fish was a bad fish. Either way, troll down. And here's where smashing everything in sight comes in handy because you find the ice lolly, which is the 3rd and final treasure for this level. So we are down to our final mini kit that we need for this level, and there's no more treasures. We got the blacksmith design, so we went ahead and sped it up a little bit. Now, while we've got it sped up and we're just kind of finishing this part of the level here, I'll go ahead and tell you my story of this. It's Thanksgiving Day while recording this, and dinner was about 20 minutes away from being ready, so I asked the wife if it was cool if I went ahead and busted this level out. Well, I got to the avalanche where everything was coming down. I switched to Berserker, and something froze my game. So I had to turn the PlayStation off, load it back up, start all over. And what happened is I got to the same spot in the avalanche about a third of the way through the level, and the wife and kid came up and said dinner was ready. Well, I told them I was over halfway done with the level, and it'd only take 10 or 15 minutes. So if they just wanted to watch so I could finish, we could all eat dinner together. So it sounds like a great plan, except for I got all the way to the end of the level, and I had destroyed all objects in this area prior to going into the secret room, and I ended up losing one of the wood pieces. It just disappeared. I'm not sure what happened, so I only had 2 of 3 wood pieces. I had to start all over because I couldn't complete the puzzle with the fire. Now, Sucks, but let's go back to the video here. We're fighting the octopus, or whatever this guy is, the million-arm-opus. And as soon as you start off, you can see that there's a little elven rope line there that we're going to go ahead and switch to Sam and pull the mini kit down. I did it right off the bat, so if you're just listening to me and wanting to see it, you're going to have to go back. But you can clearly see the elven rope spot there, and all you do is climb up there and swing your sword, and guess what? Booyakashow, mini kit for yow. So this was definitely fun, destroying the octopi in the eye, you know what I'm saying? Shooting one right in his face. Been wanting to do that for a while. You know what I'm saying? If you really think about it, you'll catch on to what I'm saying. We got a little octopussy, and yeah. So anyways, we'll go ahead and move along now, and that's going to wrap it up. So we'll take a quick look at our total screen, and then we'll move on to free play for level 5. So the passive Karadros. It's not as hard as one might think. Sure enough, we actually, the Mines of Morgan is next. We got a little inside tip for those who have not beat the Mines of 18 months. Not have a video up for it as of this recording, but that's next on our list, so it shouldn't be long. Got lots of studs for all of our mini kits collected there. You can see our treasure box is getting fuller and fuller. Nice, lovely. I'll just go ahead and take that and eat it. I'm hungry. Electro bricks. Complete the mini kit. The True Adventure status. Oh no, sorry. We already got the True Adventure, so that was just for the treasure. And there you go. The glory screen, as we're calling it now, because this is the proof of the pudding that we got all the good stuff. So that is going to go ahead and wrap up Lego Lord of the Rings Level 4, the passive Karadros free play. And we got all 10 mini kits, we got all 3 treasure items, and we got the blacksmith design, as well as presented you with the True Adventurer stud requirement status, which was 50,000. So 50K for that. Need any help with getting that along the way, feel free to look at our walkthrough video, and feel free to comment, vote, subscribe if you like what we're doing. Head on over to Facebook and Twitter. And as always, until next time,